Imagine receiving a message from your future self saying, "Please stop celebrating every paycheck." Strange? Maybe. But what if every salary you proudly earn is quietly selling pieces of your future freedom? The problem isn't your income. The problem is believing that your paycheck alone can build lasting wealth. That's the financial trap almost everyone enters. A salary feels safe because it arrives on schedule. Month after month, it creates the comforting illusion that financial progress is guaranteed. But security and wealth are not the same thing. A paycheck pays today's bills. It doesn't automatically purchase tomorrow's freedom. That's a completely different financial journey. Think about this. If your salary suddenly stopped tomorrow, how long would your current lifestyle continue? Days? Months? The answer reveals something important. Real wealth isn't measured by how much you earn every month. It's measured by how long your money can support you without another paycheck. The wealthy don't reject salaries. They simply refuse to depend on them forever. They understand that a paycheck should become the starting point for building assets, not the final destination. Every month, they quietly convert earned income into future income. That's where financial freedom truly begins. Every paycheck solves today's problems. Rent gets paid, bills disappear, groceries are covered. But after a few weeks, the cycle starts again. That's because a salary is designed to keep money moving, not necessarily growing. If every dollar leaves as quickly as it arrives, your future remains trapped in the same financial loop. Now, imagine keeping just a small part of every paycheck working instead of spending all of it. That single decision changes everything. Instead of every dollar leaving forever, some begin producing future dollars. That's the exact moment your salary stops controlling your future and starts building it. The biggest difference between employees and wealthy builders isn't effort. Both work hard. The difference is where today's income goes after it's earned. One lifestyle consumes income immediately. The other quietly transforms income into assets that continue creating wealth long after the paycheck has been deposited. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't actually work for 40 years. They repeat the same financial month hundreds of times. The calendar changes, but the pattern doesn't. Unless part of your salary begins creating assets, tomorrow will simply look like yesterday wearing a different date. Your salary is like water flowing through a pipe. If every drop immediately drains away, nothing remains. But if part of that flow is redirected into a reservoir, it begins storing strength for the future. Wealth isn't created by earning alone. It's created by keeping part of today's income working for tomorrow. The goal isn't to escape your salary overnight. The goal is to slowly reduce your dependence on it. Every investment, every new skill, and every income-producing asset weakens the paycheck's control over your future. Freedom grows gradually, one smart financial decision at a time. Imagine your paycheck hiring employees that never sleep. Every dollar invested becomes another worker, helping build your future. While you continue earning through your job, your money quietly begins earning alongside you. That's when one income source starts becoming two, and eventually, many. The wealthiest people eventually reach a turning point. Their assets begin producing more income than their salary ever could. That doesn't happen because they earned bigger paychecks. It happens because they consistently transformed ordinary income into extraordinary systems that continued working year after year. The greatest financial risk isn't losing your job. It's believing your job is your only source of security. When every financial plan depends on the next paycheck, your future is controlled by a single stream of income. Wealthy people build multiple streams because one stream can always stop flowing. Many people think a higher salary automatically creates wealth, but history proves something different. A larger paycheck often leads to larger expenses. Without assets, higher income simply means a more expensive lifestyle, not greater financial freedom. Income can grow, while wealth quietly stands still. Every payday gives you a choice that rarely feels important in the moment. Spend everything to improve today, or invest something to improve every tomorrow. That single decision, repeated hundreds of times, quietly determines whether your salary becomes a temporary reward or the foundation of lasting wealth. The moment your investments begin paying part of your monthly expenses, something extraordinary happens. Your salary no longer carries your entire life alone. Little by little, assets begin sharing the workload. That's how financial independence begins, not with one giant leap, but with countless small victories. The paycheck trap doesn't happen because people earn too little. It happens because every raise creates bigger obligations instead of bigger assets. More income should increase your financial freedom, not your financial pressure. Wealth begins when every raise starts buying investments instead of expanding monthly expenses. Financial freedom isn't created by one perfect investment. It's built through consistency. 1 month becomes 12, 12 become 10 years. During that time, your salary may come and go, but disciplined investing quietly keeps building a stronger financial foundation beneath your future. Eventually, something remarkable happens. Your assets begin producing enough income to pay for small parts of your life. Maybe it's your phone bill, then your groceries, later, even your rent. Each expense covered by investments is another piece of freedom your salary no longer has to provide. This is the turning point most people never notice. Your salary stops being your only financial engine. Instead, it becomes fuel for building even more assets. From this moment forward, every paycheck has two jobs: supporting today and strengthening tomorrow. That's how ordinary income creates extraordinary wealth. Now, ask yourself one honest question. If your salary disappeared for the next 12 months, would your financial life continue or immediately stop? The answer doesn't measure how much you earn, it measures how many assets you've built. That's the difference between earning income and creating financial resilience. The people who build wealth don't expect one investment to change everything. They patiently build one asset after another. Each new asset reduces dependence on tomorrow's paycheck. Over time, those small decisions become a powerful financial engine that keeps growing long after the original work is finished. Think of your salary as the seed, not the harvest. The paycheck itself isn't the final reward. It's the resource that allows you to plant future income. The sooner you stop consuming every seed, the sooner you'll begin harvesting financial freedom from what you've already planted. One day, you'll receive a paycheck for the last time. That day arrives for everyone, whether through retirement, career changes, or unexpected events. The important question isn't when that day comes. It's whether your assets are ready to continue paying you after your salary ends. Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing your investments earned money before you even opened your eyes. That's the day your financial life begins to change. For the first time, your future is no longer powered only by your effort. It's powered by the systems you've patiently built over time. Financial independence isn't the moment you stop working. It's the moment you finally have the freedom to choose. Work becomes an option instead of an obligation. That freedom isn't purchased by one paycheck. It's earned by years of turning ordinary income into extraordinary assets. Your salary can feed your present, but your assets feed your future. Every investment you make today becomes a silent worker standing beside you tomorrow. One day, you'll realize your greatest financial achievement wasn't earning more. It was creating systems that no longer depend entirely on you. The goal was never to escape work. The goal was to escape financial dependence. That's a completely different destination. The moment your life no longer depends on the next paycheck, you've gained something far greater than money. You've gained control over your future. When you first started watching, this story seemed like a story about salaries, but now the picture is clearer. A paycheck is valuable, yet it was never meant to become your permanent destination. Its greatest purpose is to become the bridge that carries you toward assets, freedom, and a future you truly own. Your greatest financial victory won't be receiving your biggest paycheck. It will be reaching the day when your paycheck is no longer responsible for carrying your entire life. That's the quiet moment ordinary income transforms into extraordinary freedom, and your future finally begins working alongside you. Years from now, you probably won't remember the amount of your monthly salary, but you'll always remember the decisions you made with it. Those quiet choices will determine whether your future is built on endless paychecks or on lasting financial independence that continues long after each payday. The next paycheck you receive can do more than pay today's bills. It can begin changing the rest of your life. The decision is yours. Will your salary disappear by the end of the month, or will it start building the future you'll one day thank yourself for? If this changed your perspective, subscribe and continue building wealth one smart decision at a time.